Hello. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? Hello. Hello, darling. Can you hear me? Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, great. Awesome. I have an announcement that I need to make. This is a special announcement, okay? This is a special announcement for you guys. Can you hear me? Good. Can you hear me well? Good. Okay. So this special announcement is for all of you right now. And so I have a very special message for all of you. Okay. I have a very special message for all of you. I'm going to give you the link to the Go Direct right now, if you give me one moment. Don't make me laugh. Okay. One moment. Okay. Thank you again. Thank you for your patience. That's for the Go Direct Live to Title Conference that's coming up, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so today we're going to talk about what is required for you to be successful. Okay, all right, you ready? Everybody ready? Okay, you ready? You ready? Good. Okay, so honestly, I would like for you guys to tell me how much time you devote to your business right now, darling. Please just put it in the chat for everybody to see. How much time do you devote to your business right now? Can you please put it in the chat, please? Roundabout estimate of how much time you put into your business every day or every week, if you don't mind. I would like to just do a survey of the audience. Let's be honest now, okay? Don't want anyone's nose growing like Pinocchio. Okay, how many hours would you say you put in every day on your business? Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. How many hours are you devoting to your business? Okay, let's talk about it. I have like 6 comments and there's like 40 plus people and counting on the live. So let's be honest, please, and let's talk about it. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I apologize. I did not mean to break character. Ebony said not more than I give Chipotle. Okay, listen, do you work there? Or I hope it's because you work there. Or are you saying you eat more at Chipotle than you do working on your business? I hope you're saying that you work at Chipotle. Are you the girl that I met at Chipotle in Chester? If you are, hey girl. I'm sorry. Don't let me break character. Okay. All right. How many hours do you work on your business every day or every week? Let's talk about it. Okay. All right. Let's talk about it. All right. All right. Okay. I like it. Now, based off your previous answer, I would like you to also put in the chat if you think you will be successful as a notary signing agent. And if you do, what does success look like to you? Is there a dollar amount in your mind that you are thinking about? Is it a monthly, income that you need to bring in every month? But let's talk about it. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to match it up. Okay. We're going to compare your work ethic and your hours to your goal. Okay. And we're going to see if it makes sense. Okay. We're going to make it make sense. Okay. We're going to work through this thing together. Okay. Because we love each other and we're here to support each other. Okay. This is a judgment-free zone. Okay. No judgment. Okay. No new friends. No new friends. No, no, no new. Okay. All right. Are we ready? Everybody put how many hours they work on their business every day or every week. Okay. Let's be honest. We don't want any Pinocchios. Okay. We don't want that to happen to you. So let's be honest. Okay. All right. All right. I love it. I love it. Okay. I really see where we're going here. Okay. Yes. 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 All right. I'm really beginning to understand. You know, okay. I'm seeing I'm seeing hours. Okay, not even 5 hours. Is that a week or a day? We need to talk about it. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. So I think that most everyone who has decided to become a notary signing agent has also decided they want to be successful. Is that right? Did I get that right? Yeah? Okay. Now success, varies depending on the person. Okay. Um and that's why I said, put in what success is to you. Maybe it's 5 shekels, maybe it's $5,000, whatever it is that is your success number. What is that? What is it? Put it in the chat so we can match up your hours of work ethic to your desired outcome. Okay? And then we're going to do some rationales. Rationales? Rationally? I don't know the word I was going for, but you guys know what I was trying to say. Okay, so all right, let's really break this down. Okay. All right. And I really felt like this was necessary. It's funny, I had a recent conversation with a friend of mine, and for all I know, he may be on this very live, and he's going to say, Vanessa, you're talking about me. And I'm going to say, not really. You don't know who I'm talking about. In your mind, you think it's you, but I have a lot of friends. Ask Facebook. I have 5,000 friends according to Facebook. You have no idea who I'm talking about. But either way, it definitely gave me an idea for a live. And I said, you know what? This this is the perfect example of what we need to be discussing. Okay. So I titled this, What Does It Take, Darling? Okay. What does it take? Okay. What does it take to be successful? Let's talk about it. Okay. Let's talk about it. Okay, I'm loving the numbers. I'm loving the numbers that's getting put in the chat. I love it. It's really awesome. It's amazing. I really do. I'm enjoying the numbers. Now, let me read you a conversation. I'm not going to read the whole conversation, but it's just something I want to discuss, and it was really good. And so I'm going to explain a little conversation. It's funny because I love this person. And if they see this live, know that it's coming from a loving place, but it makes me laugh. And so I want to share it. And I will never say your name on the live, but just know that it is hilarious to me. Okay, it's funny because before I became Vanessa Terry Notary to Notary, I was Vanessa Terry. And so I have a lot of friends and family and people who know me prior to Notary to Notary, prior to all of you wonderful people. Okay. And so a lot of times they attempt to bypass the system and come right to the source and ask for guidance. And I do my best, to guide them in the right direction. And so one of my friends, they reached out to me today and basically expressed that they had enrolled in the training and they were having a little bit of a trouble getting success, progressing, and they had some questions. And I said, well, of course, darling, what kind of questions do you have? Okay. And they proceeded to tell me, the troubles they were having. And, they asked me if it's because so they used to have more work, but maybe it's the oversaturation of the market, that there's more notaries in our area, darling. And that's why I'm not getting work. No, darling. That's not why you're not getting work. And so I had to call a spade and say, that's not correct. Let's talk about it. How many hours a day do you work on your business, darling? Okay. And so they proceeded to tell me how many hours they work on their business, which was between, ballpark estimate, 2 to 3 hours a week. Okay. And I said, well, there's your problem. There it is. You're working your business like most people work out at the gym. Well, they say they work out at the gym. Or you're working your business like a hobby. You're working your business like how many times I go to the movies. Or as something as similar like for fun, but not like serious. Okay. And so if you're only working your business 2 to 3 hours a week, it's not a business really. It's more like an arts and craft project, or maybe it's like a hobby, or maybe it's like, you know what I mean, it's for fun. Okay. So I then proceeded to go, you do know, you do know that most notaries that are really hungry, not even really hungry. I mean, the basic of the basic notary, it's putting in between 3 to 5 hours a day. And darling, you're putting in 1 to 2, 2 to 3 a week. That's why you're not getting any calls. That's why you're not making any money. It's not because the market's oversaturated. It's because you're not even attempting to saturate the market. I don't understand. I don't understand. The market doesn't even know you're there. The market doesn't even know you exist, darling. That's what's going on. But, And so then we proceeded to have a little funny, which was really cool. But I said, you know what? This is a really good topic to discuss with you guys. And so if I scroll back up to the top of the comments, I asked you how many hours you think you worked on your business. Okay, so now let's call some people out, because I found out this is what I found out when I was in school, and I could be wrong. I found out that I did my best work when the teacher was going to call on me to present, right? Because whenever I had to actually go in front of the class, I didn't want to look foolish. So I made sure that I was ready for anything that was going to come my way. So I'm going to call you out. And I feel like maybe calling you out will make you see the error in your ways and possibly become successful. Okay, so let's talk about it. Okay. Yes, Ebony, this is a mic. Yes, it is, courtesy of Amazon and Jeff Bezos, which I hope one day we can be friends, because I would like to go to outer space one day too. Okay. All right. So let's talk about it. April said she works about 2 to 3 hours. Now, honey, is that a day or is that a week? Either way, it's rather slim. And so I think that I'm going to need you to put in more work. Now, if you can tell me that you're working 2 to 3 hours, but you are meeting your financial goals in your business, then I have nothing else to add to your plate. Okay. The Patrick Tam, okay, not even 5 hours. It's the way you said it that I think you're not making the mark. And so, since you already know, I'm not going to further elaborate on the lack of time being applied to your business, okay? Hold on. My comments. Okay. Takesha Hodge said 3 to 4 hours. Is that a day or a week? If that's a day, that's better. That's better than most. Okay. Ebony Harris, 6 hours a day. Look at you. You're almost full time. I love it. It's interesting, though, isn't it, that we will sell our time to the highest bidder and work 8 hours, give or take 7 hours and a half if you have a lunch. But when it comes to building our own, we're giving it 2 hours, if that. It's really interesting. Okay. Tia said 2 to 3 hours a day, but it's okay because Tia just got a brand new job that she loves. Side note, she's a coaching student, so I'm well aware of her life. Shout out to Tia. But Tia is going to invest more as time allows for it. So we're not going to really give Tia a hard time. Laura says 1 hour. Now, is that 1 hour a day or is it 1 hour a week? Because if it's 1 hour a week, then you might as well hang it up, because you're really not going to saturate the market. But if it's 1 hour a day, it's still very low. I would like to see you really put forth more effort. Let's make a goal, Laura. Let's say moving forward, I'm going to commit to 3 to 4 hours a day. Okay, let's do that. And then I want you to let me know your progress. Okay, I want you to let me know, hey, I'm getting more phone calls, or hey, I've gotten more emails, or hey, I've gotten more text messages. Whatever it is, I would love to know. Monisha says, I'm still studying the course 1 to 2 hours daily. That's not enough, darling. It's not. I can promise you it's not. You know why? I know in your mind, it's like, what do you mean that's a lot? It's not. There are people who studied the entire course, right? And they've done the whole thing in one day. And they say, I'm just going to cram it in. It reminds me of that time when I really wanted to learn social media. And I forgot what I had watched. It was a documentary or something that was talking about how all major businesses are now pouring all their money into marketing on social media. And if you want to make more money, you need to build your brand. And I said, okay, let me stop complaining about not understanding TikTok and let me learn. And so I binged 20 hours over the course of 2 days. I binge watched 20 hours of content because I was determined to understand how to use and monetize social media. And guess what, guys? I know how to monetize social media because I was determined. And so you have to ask yourself, darling, is studying 1 to 2 hours a day determined? Can you honestly say that you've pulled from the very beast, from the bottom of your soul? Can you say that? Or is there more that you have left to give? I bet it's the latter. Oh, let's do that again. I bet it's the latter. So when you do a British accent, which I'm working on it, you're not supposed to pronounce the T's. So instead of saying latter, you're supposed to say latter. Instead of saying water, you say water. I'm learning. Okay, let's keep going. Nicole does 2 to 3 hours a day. Shout out to Nicole because she's also a coaching student. But to my understanding, you could be doing more than that. So let's up our bounty, please, so we can up our reward, darling. Okay. Shout out to Anita who gets the regular voice because she killing the game. Okay, now Anita darling from Cruella. Oh my goodness, it like fit perfectly. Okay, Anita darling is doing 12 to 15 hours a day. OMG. And I love the emoji that you use because guess what, darling? That is what it takes if you want to be super duper successful. Now, does it have to be 12 to 15 every day? Absolutely not. But I will tell you that it takes a lot of time to build a successful business. It's not something that just grows overnight. It's something that must be nourished and catered to and rewarded. And you really have to take time to understand your industry, to understand your clients, to understand you, to learn, darling. And so I commend you, Anita, darling, for your 12 to 15 hours a day. You, my dear, are a true gem. Okay. A true what is happening here? So what happened is I decided to get a little mic from Amazon. Shout out to Jeff Bezos. I want to go to outer space too. Okay. And I said this is the best thing I ever found in my life. If you guys followed me like a year ago, I actually had a different mic. You guys know the mic that you put in your car and you can talk and you can tell cars to get out of your way. I had that. I still have it, but it's lost its And so now I found this and I plan on using this all the time because it just came and I'm really excited about it. So, I live my best life now. There it is. Okay, let's keep going. Linda says 6 to 9 hours, Monday through Saturday, 3 to 5 hours, newbie in training mode. Oh my goodness. Linda is new to the party and somehow she's pulling more hours than people who have been here forever. Now I'm concerned. Maybe Linda's just really committed. Linda, are you committed to the goal, to your prize? Is that what it is? Are you really focused? Because I love your 6 to 9 hours. That's awesome. Okay. Nicole said I did take off work today and apply for more signing agencies. I am super proud of you, Nicole. Way to stick it to the man. Let's get back to business. Next first step says, very successful when I get over the shock and fear. What are you afraid of? And what's the shock? I need to know. You need to do this. Do it afraid. It doesn't matter. Just get it done. Okay? Craysnepia? I probably said your name wrong. I'm so sorry. But you have to do it for your kids because your kids need you, darling. You can't leave your kids a job, but you can't leave them a business. Okay. You can leave them money. You can leave them wealth. Okay. It's really important. April said 2 to 3. Didn't I get yours already, April? I didn't mean to call you out twice. It wasn't intentional. All right. Let's keep going. All right. So let's scroll down a little further. And then I see monetary amounts. Nicole wants to make $5,000 to $11,000 a month, but she's only working 2 to 3 hours a day. I don't know. Let's do some math. I love you. I promise I'm not coming for you, but this is where we have to call it out, and that way we can grow. Do we think that Nicole can make $11,000 a month putting in 2 to 3 hours a week? No, a day in her business? Okay. All right. So it's possible because anything is possible, but I would love to see you put more time into your business. That would make me really happy. And I would even be even more happier when you hit your monetary goals. Okay. Love it. Let's keep going. I forgot how much everybody else said their time was, but it's really important. It's really important that your time that you're devoting matches the money that you want to make. It's really important. Okay, it's really important. Nicole said she needs to commit more. Listen, it's working. It's working, guys. I'm opening the eyes. I'm opening your hearts and your minds to be able to see the errors of your ways. And so that way you know that you can do better. I messed it up again. You can do better. Okay. I have faith in you, Nicole. You know that? I really do. And I know that now you have faith in you too. Right? Awesome. Anybody else want to talk about? Let's see. Hold on. Listen, listen, listen. Marion said, how much time does a new notary need to put in if they're part-time? How much time does a new notary need to put in if they're part-time? I feel like it's a trick question. Maybe it's not. Let me think. Anybody want to answer? I think that you would still put in a lot of work because I apologize, guys. It's rather warm in here, and I'm really beginning to overheat, and I don't want to faint. Faint. How do you say faint with a British accent? Because of the T's at the end, it'd be like faint. Faint. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Okay, one moment. Yes, it came with the mic stand. Okay. All right, we're back. Okay, so I think you would want to put in still a. That's my daughter. She's a gymnast in the making, and so there's a lot of flipping and tumbling and cartwheeling and back flipping and splitting everywhere throughout the house. It's funny because I'll be talking and I'm like, Elena, did you clean your room? And she'll do a cartwheel, land to a split, and say, of course I did, mommy. It's like, okay, can you just talk to me? No. And so all day, there's flipping and somersaulting and all of these things happening on my upstairs. But anyway, let's keep going because she's working on her dream too. So, to each his own. All right. I do think that, darling, you would want to still put in those hours because you want to be able to work part time on your call. And so what that means is people are calling, but you decide when you're going to work. So you can decline work whenever you want to, and you can have that part time, but you want to have that nice cushion of clients. You want to have a nice cushion of people that are requesting your services, and you want to be able to maneuver in a more freeing way. And so I would recommend still putting in that time, especially if you're not seeing the results that you have currently. Okay. If you're not getting the results you want now, I would honestly say that you need to put in more time. Okay. Okay. I feel like this is an industry that you get what you put into it. Someone give Steven an award. Hold on. I wish I had one for you, darling. I do. I do have an award for you. Okay. Don't move. I'm going to go into my award closet and get something for you. Don't go anywhere. It's got to be here somewhere. Okay, I found it. I found it. Okay. Thank you, Stephen, so much. I think that you should come on and just work with us here at Notary to Notary because I don't know how you found out the secret code. It's like that's my Krabby Patty formula, and somehow you figured it out. You know the secret. That is amazing. And so, Stephen, I would like to reward you with an Amazon Echo if you like Amazon. If you like Echoes, I would like to give you one. And so all I need you to do is send me an email to info@notary2notary.com with your address so I can mail it out to you. Because I have been saying that forever. And for some reason, I don't think people are really getting it. And then you just said it. So maybe people are getting it. And it just takes a little more time of me saying it over and over again. And then maybe if you say it and I say it, when we say it together, then maybe we'll get somewhere. Maybe if we do it like a chorus, like I can be the soprano and you can be the alto. I'm assuming I could also go alto if I need to, but I think that you may have the alto a little better, and we can do it together. We can do it in harmony. Okay, let's practice together. Ready? And I feel like this is an industry that you get what you put into it. Okay, I like that. I like that tempo. I think that was good. Maybe we should slow it down. I feel like this is an industry that you get what you put into it. And I think we should work on it. I think that you're a baritone. Okay, so hit your part, and then I'm just gonna like ad lib it so you can hit the I feel like this is an industry that you get what you put into it. We can kind of like we can figure it out. Don't worry. We'll have rehearsal tomorrow. I'll cook. You just show up and we'll work it out together. But I think that we're really onto something here. I really think that we're onto something here. And so we should get this, we have to make this a record. I think it could be a smash hit, and we can talk about the numbers, how we're gonna, work out the dollars. But I think if it makes dollars, it makes sense, right? Okay. Listen. Okay. So Steven just told you guys the secret sauce that I've been saying for forever. I feel like this is an industry that you get what you put into it. And it's the truth because if you're only working 1 to 2 hours, I mean, I don't know how much work you can do in 1 to 2 hours, unless you can type like 500 words a minute, then maybe you can squeeze a whole 6 hours into 1 hour. But if you can't, it doesn't really work, especially if you're calling and you're talking to people, because it doesn't matter how fast you talk. You still have to wait for them to hear you and then respond. And so I don't think you can really you said, "Are you sleepy?" I do get very, what's the word, goofy when I'm tired. But I'm not tired, not today. I'm feeling really joyful and joyful. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me reel it back in because in a second I'm going to squirrel. And I don't want to do that right now. I want to stay focused. Okay. But let's talk about it. I recently got my Virginia commission, set up my Google website, going in to order my supplies, and I cannot wait to get started. Congratulations to Gina, guys. Gina, make sure you devote your time and put a lot of work into this. And so, what I want to say, let's do yours first. When you first started your business, did you get a separate phone line? No, and I still do not have a separate phone line for my notary business. Everybody that calls me for notary services calls my cellular device that I've had I've had this number since college. Yeah. So, same number. They just call me there. But no, I didn't. I got a separate line for like my other companies, but not for notary. But it's completely up to you, however you decide to do it. Run with it, make it yours, right? There's no one way to win. As long as we all win, then it works out. We're from London today. Yeah, just a little. I'm working on it. Sometimes I have to switch it up. I like to be creative. And so hold on, I'm just reading your comments. Okay. Dominic says 4 hours a day. That's really good. That's definitely getting in the right direction. Okay, I just want to read all your comments and make sure I'm not missing anybody. I think I got it. Okay, so all right. Spend time learning how to explain the docs. you present. We're working on other songs. This is another lyric that is going to go part of our song. Stephen and I were doing a record together. Okay. And so spend the time learning how to explain the docs you present to the signers. This will allow faster, more confident, successful signings versus going into the signing not knowing what to say when asked for it. I think this should be the verse, and our previous line can be the chorus, because I think this is perfect. And then we just need like 2 or 3 more, bars in there, and then we'll repeat, and then we'll have a hook, and it will land. Okay. I love it. Is the direct to title course included if we already completed your course? No, it's separate. And so if you want to attend that live training, you would have to register for it separately. And so, darling, that direct to title course actually came to me one day. I know you guys ask all the time hold on, hold what you got. That's Amrock. And if I don't get it in 30 seconds, it's going to be gone. It's probably gone now because I move really slow. Look at that. Did you guys hear when the ding went off? Did you hear when it said da-da-da? And when I was clicking it, I knew I was too slow. It was like when the app was opening, I pressed the wrong button. I was like, man, I'm supposed to hit that. You literally had, well, you don't always have like 5 seconds, but I know when I'm guaranteed to get it. And that's why I say you have to be quick with it. Amazon doesn't play those games. But it was going that fast. Somebody had their phone. When do you guys get that order from me? Okay. What were we saying? Oh, the direct to title course is okay. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay. And so, what it is, how many of you guys want to go direct to title companies? I will say, when I was working as a notary signing agent, which I still do periodically, I had a mixture of both. I had a mixture of title companies and signing services. I looked at them both the same. But now that I have a signing service, I market heavily to title companies. And it's interesting, how things work a little differently. Gary Vee just sent a text message and it made me laugh. I would read it, but if you guys know Gary Vee, you know it's not a clean message. It's positive, but he has a lot of profanity. So we're not going to do that here. What I was going to say is that I didn't market heavily initially with my signing service, with my personal, but now I do with my signing service. And so I'm talking to title companies all day because that's the name of the game. Now, what we're going to talk about in going direct title is we're going to talk about how to market. I think people get nervous because they're nervous. They feel like it's the big fish. But you got to remember, these are people. Okay. These are people too. And so treat them like people. And so we're going to talk about, let me tell you exactly, and we're actually going to have escrow officers on this training. They're going to tell you what they're looking for, what they're not looking for, which is also very important. What to do, what not to do, which is also very important. We're going to discuss marketing techniques that title companies actually want to see, learn what title companies are expecting from you as a signing agent, and learn what they're not expecting from you. And also, we will receive marketing scripts and techniques that you can implement for your business. Okay, guess what though? So anyone who registers for the event, and you have to do like 2 more things, we're going to put it on social media. Only one will win an extreme marketing kit. And so what that is 1 hour consultation with me and the marketing team to fine tune your marketing plan. You'll get 1 free platinum listing on Notary Direct for USA for 2 years. And you'll also get a $150 gift card for marketing materials that we will discuss in the training, in your consultation. So like pens, business cards, whatever you want to have for your business. And so it's going to be a lot of fun, darling. Trust me when I tell you. Stephen just emailed me for his echo. Don't worry, it's coming to you. Compliments of FedEx. Shout out to FedEx. Okay, listen. Okay, so that's available on our Eventbrite page. There's actually like 2 more events I have to put up there that we have in this year and then into next year. You guys know I'm talking at the NNA Summit this year and the conference next year. It's actually really exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. What special advice for men trying to become a notary? Oh, I thought you'd never ask. I have a whole book for men. Hold on. This book is special advice just for men. Hold on. Wait a minute. Here it is. Here it is. You do the same thing that we do, baby. That's it. It's nothing special, baby. I know that the industry is a lot of women. I do, but guess what? Guess what? There's this special little thing that happens when something new comes into an already normalized industry. It's interesting. Um, it's exciting and it's fun. So let me tell you something. Okay, being a man in a predominantly female industry is amazing. Okay, you don't have to do anything special, nothing extra. Just be you. Just be you. That's it. Now do the same thing that I'm telling the women to do. Marketing. Talking, being charming, as I know you already are. All of that good stuff. And so work your magic, sir. Work your magic, sir, and just be you. That's it. There's no specialty. There's no special, ritual you must, commence. All you need to do is just be your wonderful, amazing self, and you will be fine. Okay. I don't know why this industry is primarily women. That's a good question. That I don't know. Maybe because, historically women did mostly paperwork. I'm thinking maybe it kind of I don't know. Anybody know? Because it doesn't say you have to be a woman to be a notary. I don't really know. Anybody have an idea? Okay. Well, we're thinking about it, but we'll let you know. But you, my dear, don't need to do anything else. Just be you and just do your job. That's it. Just do your job now. Will students will not get the link? Will empire builders get the link? Hmm. I'll think about it. I love my empire builders. Now, why do you try to do that to me? That wasn't initially the plan. But you tried to get me, sneak attack me on a live because you knew I'd be startled and like deer in headlights. Don't do that. Don't call me out like that. Okay? Let me think about it. Maybe because women spread the word because we talk more. Is that a thing, really? Do women really talk more than men? I don't know. I don't know if that's like a stereotype that may not be really true. I don't know. I like talking, but I would think so do men. Don't you guys talk? I don't know. Cheerio, darling. Okay. Should a business license and an LLC be obtained first and foremost? Not necessarily. You don't have to do that. Even as a regular notary, public, also before. No, you don't have to do that. Completely up to you. Optional. You don't have to do that. I didn't do it for 2 years. Okay, cool. All right, so back to my point. What does it take to be a successful notary signing agent or a successful notary, period? It takes commitment, devotion, and hard work. I did a video with Will Royer this past week where I said, he was like, what does a hustler look like as a notary signing agent? And I'm not saying that all of you are hustlers. And, if you're not a hustler, it's okay. You don't have to be a hustler. I know sometimes it has like a negative connotation. And so I don't want you to feel like you have to hustle to be successful. Now, I'm a hustler. I think I became a hustler early on. I think it kind of runs in my blood. I think I have hustler DNA. Uh, I'm really good at hustling. I'm very focused on what I do. I'm very driven. Uh, it's just who I am, and so I am a hustler notary signing agent. Anything that I do, I'm a hustler at. I'm very successful at things that I put my hands to because I usually give it my all. Because why give it halfway? It's kind of boring that way, isn't it, darling? And so, what does a hustler signing agent look like? And we had a video where I was talking about how I would take every job that crossed my phone, as long as it wasn't a blank blank job. You guys know that word that I usually say, but I can't say it anymore because it's kind of offensive. As long as you guys know, fill in the blank when people try to pay you really low and you said, I'm not a blank, or you say that's a blank blank job. Okay, there it is. Okay, so I don't take signings like that because I don't want, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to pay, I'm not going to lose money to do work. And so when I was working really hard. Did you guys see the post I put on Facebook? It was a picture of the book that I purchased. So the day after, it might have been the same day. Um, you are so welcome, Stephen. I will see you tomorrow so we can rehearse the song. Okay. And so I purchased the book the same. No, I started the test, the NNA exam, the day that I came back from the signing because I did my research. I said, okay, I want to be an NNA signing agent. And so I actually failed the exam 7 times. Yeah, I did. I took the NNA exam without knowing anything about being a notary signing agent. I had no idea what this stuff was, and I took it and I failed it 7 times. I took it back to back to back to back to back to back to back, all in one day because I figured eventually I'm going to get this thing right, right? I was wrong. I didn't get it right. And so after the 7th time of sitting in my room and saying, maybe you should just learn the content, I said, fine, I'm going to get the book. And being the hustler that I am, I want the cheapest book. I don't want to buy the whole course. So I went on Amazon and I paid $15. That's now like $10 for the book. The book came in like, I don't know, 2, 3 days. This is before Amazon went Prime. And it came in a couple days. And I read the book, the whole thing, in about 2 hours, give or take. And then I took the exam. And guess what? I passed. That was fun. And then from that point on, I started with the companies, marketing, and I would take every job that came to me as long as it was not a blank, blank job, because, there's that. Okay. And I would work from as early as 8 o'clock in the morning till about 7 to 8 at night. And it's funny because I did also say I had people coming to my house. I would be like, just come to the house and I will notarize it for you. But I was determined. I was very focused. I really, I was hustler. And also, one of the notes there was that I hadn't seen that much money ever. And so I had been working. Like, how many of you guys work a job that's really like extra, right? A lot of physical labor or like just really taxing. And so at the time, I was working at Qdoba at the time when I initially got started, and I was a manager. And if anyone works in like restaurants, or is that mom's pet microphone? No, darling, no, 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 this is mine, and I bought it from Jeff Bezos because we're friends. Just so you know, you guys should start saying that from now on. People say, "Oh, where'd you get it from, Jeff Bezos?" Make sure you say I said it first. Okay. People say, where do you order your stuff from? Jeff Bezos. We're friends. We're going to outer space next week. I say it because one day it's going to happen. Then you can say, hey, I was on a live with her and she said that. Shout out to Jeff Bezos. What? Just saying. Okay. Um, I have an actual book list that I will share with you guys, but put a pin in that for now. Okay. All right, so I started getting a lot of jobs from signing companies and title companies, and I was working a lot, but I had never seen that much money before. And I was just like, it's funny because there's times when I would like go on lunch or like call out of work just to do loan closings. So yeah, because I was determined. Hi, my Shelly, welcome to the party. And so it was just really, it was really fun. And in 2016, I was working at a call center, don't forget the T, a call center. And yeah, that I don't know if you guys worked at a call center before. Yeah. It wasn't for me. It didn't work. I mean, at one point I just started playing games on the phone. And, it was just interesting. I would have whole conversations when we're not supposed to be like selling health insurance. And I'd start talking about their dogs and their cats and their kids and all them mixed together. And just was like, what do you like to do for fun? Where do you live? Oh, really? Going to movies later? Like, I'm so serious. I had conversations with them because I was bored talking about health insurance. And so, you know, I got excited and people want to talk about other things. They'll say, oh, you have an accent from New York. I am. Have you been there before? Let me tell you some good places you should try. That was me. And that's how I knew maybe this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe this is really just not my calling because yeah, I made a lot of friends at the call center across the country. Yeah, they were angry though when it was time to file taxes and then it didn't work out the way they intended. How many guys know how that happened with the health insurance marketplace? Yeah, that was kind of sad. We were all friends until it was time to file taxes. People didn't know about the tax credit and how it was going to change either report your income. And then when it was time to file taxes, their whole refund was gone. Yeah, all my friends left after that. So anyway, so then I quit my job And I started being a full-time notary signing agent. And that was a whole lot of fun. And I really liked it. And then I started making six figures. And it was fun. And then I started notary to notary. And now I know all you wonderful people. And it's really fun too. So that's my story. But what does it take? Back to that. I apologize. Squirrel. It takes devotion and commitment. And if you're not successful at it right now, I can promise you 95% sure that it's something that you're doing wrong. I know. I think you're going to say something else, like the market, the government, COVID-19. No, I wasn't going to say that. If you're not successful in this industry, then I'm 97% sure that it's something that you're doing wrong. I know. It hurt to say it. It did. It did. I had to own that for myself. Like when I was trying to lose weight, you know, and it wasn't working, and I would say, "Oh, it's because of this and that." But the reality is, Vanessa, it's something that you're doing wrong. I know because I wanted to eat my fried chicken and my cookies, and Boathouse has this really good, dessert that's really good. And I didn't want to go to the gym every day because that's not really fun. But I would do like a 10-minute workout. Something I was doing wrong, so it didn't work. But now it's working because I'm doing it the right way. Oh snap! Let's get it. Okay. If you don't do it the right way, it's not going to work. Okay. It's the truth. People always say that, like I've done everything. The reality is, if you've done everything possible to reach a goal, you would reach it. But I promise you, majority of people will do 2 to 3 things possible and then say it doesn't work. It's really interesting, the human phenomenon. But it works because it's been working. How many of you guys know successful notary signing agents besides myself? Anyone know anyone that's successful at being a notary? Even if you don't know them personally, you know them on social media. Are they in your area? Do they live in your same city? Let's do this again. Your same city? No T. Okay, so that means they're doing something right, darling. And maybe, just maybe, we need to fine tune what we're doing to figure out where we're missing the piece of the puzzle. Okay. So that's why I couldn't get my health plan. What are you talking about, Michelle? Sharita said, you said not necessarily for obtaining a business license LLC. So when putting myself out there to sign covers, I'm just using my name and yes, exactly. You got it right. I can't stand sitting behind this desk anymore, ready to quit. Then quit. I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. I want you, Gina, to live your best life. Okay? Whatever that is. If it's not being a notary, maybe you want to sell oranges. I don't know what you want to do, but I want you to be happy doing what you're doing. Okay? And if sitting behind that desk feels like chains and it's depressing, then maybe, just maybe, it's time to break those chains. Okay? Break those chains, baby girl. Okay? Get yourself some freedom. Okay? Do that. Do that not just for you, for all those that are going to come after you. That was good. Write that down. Okay. I want direct clients. What advice would you give me? Doing a lot of marketing, taking agency jobs, but really want direct. Fully committed to my business. You probably mentioned the link. Yeah, so there's a Go Direct training that we're having. Here it is for you. There you go. Your problem has been solved. Well, in 30 days, it'll be solved. But join me on my lives that I do for students, and we can talk about that. We do student lives on Sundays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And bring your questions in there, and I'll see if I can rummage up some good eats for you. Okay? I used to work at a call center and I hated not being able to get up for 8 hours. So the fact that you felt like you couldn't get up for 8 hours, darling, let me tell you, you can get up. I used to get up. And so what I did, just say you have to go to the restroom. Again, they can't tell you can't go to the restroom. And you just keep going to the restroom. And then sometimes you need water because you're parched, And then you get lunches and stuff. But yeah, call centers were the worst. They really were, darling. Did you read the notary answer book? No, but I read the notary question book and it gave me a lot of answers. Just kidding. No, I haven't read that at all, Marion. I don't know that one. What do you recommend an NA wear when completing a signing? Let's talk about it. That's a good question. I love it when you give me good questions, my Shelley. That's my daughter. She's flipping again. I think this time she's doing cartwheels off the roof. She's a baby gymnast, and so she flips all day. It's all fun and games until you hear rummaging above your head 16 hours a day. Okay. All right. What should an NA wear when completing a signing? A notary signing agent should wear business casual, kind of like professional, but like business casual kind of attire. So you can wear jeans. You could like wear. I usually wear like a little nice top and like jeans and heels if I'm feeling really flossy. Sandals if my feet hurt. Sneakers. I don't really wear sneakers to loan signings. You could, depends on how you dress it up. I've worn elegant gowns to loan signings, not like ones that you're going to the prom, but like nice dresses. Um, you just want to make sure you look presentable. Like you want to make sure that you look like a million bucks. You don't want to wear what you wore to the gym. Okay. Don't do that. You don't want to wear sweatpants and you don't want to wear like baggy clothes and you don't want to wear offensive shirts and things like that. You want to look like business casual. Now, some people like to wear business. What's the opposite of business casual? Business formal. That's completely up to you. There are times when I have dressed up to go to loan signings just because I felt like it. But remember, it's your business. Okay, work it the way you want to work it. But most signing companies and title companies do have a basic general policy like you should not be showing up looking raggedy or looking busted. But there's no like set attire that you need to wear. Just make sure you look nice. Okay, you want to get dressed as if you're going on an interview, but mm, like for AT&T. I was gonna say Target, but then I thought about people that probably go to Target for interviews, and then you probably don't want to wear that. But maybe like if you're going to interview at like Sprint or Verizon, you might wear more like a cat. Well, you might dress a little. You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's talk about what's coming up. And then I already gave away a gift to Mr. Steven because he answered a question that I hadn't even asked, which is really interesting. So we have several things coming up. What area do you serve? Oh, next level. Cap City's talking to you. I love you guys' names. They're really cool. All right, so let's talk about it. You can become a successful notary signing agent by taking my training at notarytonotary.com. I promise you, I do not talk like this in the training, but when I go live, you may get this. I'm not sure. It just depends on where the spirit moves me. But, I promise you, I am really professional and hello, welcome to Notary to Notary. Okay. What if they have a cat and you have a cat allergy, but the signer is elderly and it's raining outside? Well, if you go inside, what's going to happen to you? If your face is going to blow up and you need an EpiPen, then don't go because I promise you it's not worth it. Okay. Um, if you have a cat allergy and it's up to you. Like if some people have allergies, but it's not really allergies. It's like, oh, I just feel a little funny. Okay, then do what you got to do. But you can always say, oh, unfortunately, I have an allergy to cats. I'm going to have to cancel this. I would say if you know you have pet allergies, you should find out before the signing is supposed to happen and see if they have pets. That's what I would do. For example, if I was allergic to peanuts, I wouldn't go to a Snicker factory. Okay. I would ask before I got there, are there peanuts here? Right? So if you have an allergy, then I would suggest calling beforehand and saying, hey, do you have any cats? Because I'm allergic. It's not going to end well for either of us. Okay. So just say that. And some people can't even wear a mask. It's that bad. I've heard. I've heard. I've heard. Okay. So we have the notary signing agent training at notarytonotary.com. How many of you guys want one of these little masks, these little mics? If I was to do a giveaway and give away one of these, would you be interested? You know what I really like to see? I would love to have one that's Bluetooth. I didn't see a Bluetooth one. That would have been like delightful. But anyway, Jeff, you should make one of these. Bluetooth. Okay. Jeff Bezos and I are friends. I'm going to the moon next month. Okay, bring it in. All right. So Notary Directory USA is the notary directory USA. No, okay. It's the notary directory that you would awesome. I'm gonna do a raffle. I mean, I'm gonna do a contest, and you guys can win one. Yay! Okay, now notary directory USA. Okay, one moment. Michelle has a question. What if the signer is coughing and what if the signer is coughing and spitting mucus into a paper towel? Run. No, I'm just kidding. Um, that's a personal preference, darling. It's up to you. You can say, you know what, I don't feel comfortable conducting the closing. If you don't, me personally, it just depends on how egregious it is. Um, it really just depends because we have our, you're over there, I'm over here. As long as you're not coughing on me, I might be okay. Like as long as you handle your business on that side, I think I'll be okay. It just depends. Like it just is what it is. But it's personal preference. Some people just, you have to decide for yourself, especially now with COVID. If people are coughing, like your title company is going to be chill about it. They're not going to give you a hard time. Um, I had a loan closing once, and the borrower called me, and they were like, "I have COVID. Is that okay?" I'm not even playing. And in my mind, I was like, I mean, what kind of COVID we talking? Like, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. But they did say, I have COVID. Is that okay? And I was like, well, not really. I'm not really supposed to do your closing if you have COVID. But what I'll do is I'll reschedule it. Let me call your loan officer and we'll get it rescheduled, baby. Take your time. Drink some water. Quarantine. Okay. That was funny. But yeah, so you just got to gauge it for yourself. Like what works for you. Um, I'm in Maryland. I'm just glad you're not my competition. Who, me? Honey, because I'm taking all the jobs. Listen, okay? What type of computer do you recommend when doing Ron? Any computer works with a webcam that's not a Chromebook, okay? You said like mid COVID or high COVID. Ma'am, listen. Yeah, so this depends. All right, so you're gonna list your business at Notary Directory USA. And because she said it because I'm a hustler. Because I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, homie. No, listen, I'm gonna be so serious with you guys. And you don't have to be like me. It's okay. But dead serious, when I'm at a signing, I'm usually not leaving. Reason being, personally, if I leave, I don't get my $100. And I want that $100. So I stay. Now there has been times when I have left. Very few. You guys saw the video that I did where the daughters were fighting. I didn't leave. I said, okay, mom, finish signing. I'm already here. Let's get it done. Because I think about my money. And so they fighting outside. We inside. Let's go. Like wrap it up. Come on. But yeah, I did. I have left. I left once. I was going to an appointment, a loan closing, and there are police officers everywhere. Everywhere. It was like, wee, 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 right? And there were people outside. And I'm like, okay, what's happening here? And the house I needed to go to was on the corner, but like the police were everywhere. And it was like people running around like crazy people. Oh my God, yeah. And so I couldn't get to the house because there was a car there. And so I called her and I said, hey, I'm here to do your loan closing, but it's a lot of uproar outside. And she said, oh, yes, they're shooting. And they said somebody just got shot and there's an active person running around shooting or something. Blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, I'll see you next time. And I was out of there. And I told Title, which was actually a really good, funny story because we were talking about it. And I called Title and I said, hey, it must be somebody I was cool with. I was like, listen. And they were like, what happened? I said, let me tell you something. Look, girl. And I was like, I can't do this closing because there are bullets flying and I value my life. But don't worry, the signer knows. She was the one who told me that they were shooting. I don't know if she thought I was still coming or not, but let me clear this up. I'm not. Not today, maybe tomorrow when the police leave. Okay, catch the shooter. Maybe I'll come back, but not today. And then they were just laughing, like, yeah, get out of there. And I said, I've been gone. I called you 20 minutes later just to let you know what happened. Like, I'm already almost in my house now. But yeah, so there have been times when I said, you know what, this is just not it for me. Um, Also, there's been times where I have not taken appointments at certain areas because of the area at night. And so for me, for the most part, I'll go anywhere during the day. I'll go to the hoodie hood. I'll go to the hoodie hood. Okay. But at night, darling, it's a different story. Okay, I'm not going. No, you can't pay me to go because it's not worth my life. Now, do I think something's gonna happen? Probably not. But why risk it? Okay. We all have those areas. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Okay. Yeah. So I turn down those. Like if they say, hey, you want to know where is it? What time of the day? No, I'm good. Like, really? And I had one. It was funny. The guy was like, no one wants to take this order. It was funny. Hold on, Amrock. It was funny because I was slow with that one too. Man, I missed it. I know I missed it. Yep, I was slow with it. I hit two wrong buttons that time. He was like, I'm trying to get this order signed. No one wants to take it. And I was like, let me clear it up for you, honey bun. Okay. Where you're trying to get somebody to go is the hood hood. Okay. It's not the safest. It's the hood hood, and you want them to go in the evening. Ain't nobody going over there. You better tell her to sign in the morning before she go to work, or drive out of that community, meet me up in there. Okay. Because I'm not going. Okay. So clear that up. I won't go at night. During the day, I can go anywhere. Exactly. For me, it's most parts of Brooklyn. What's wrong with Brooklyn? Hold on, Shelly. Shell, pull up. Pull up. I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hi. I'm back. For a second. For a second, I was pulled out of a character. You pulled somebody out of my soul that I buried a long time ago, but apparently she's still there, and I had to put her back in her box before it did not end the way it started. Okay. Um, I'm going to walk away from this part of the conversation now. um. Uh. I really want to comment on your comment, baby, but I'm gonna leave you alone because I'm professional. Michelle, clear it up. Clear that up. Brooklyn is not bad. First of all, Bushwick is bad. Okay, Brooklyn is not bad. There's bad parts, but there are good parts. Like, right? It could be something that you just ain't noticed it was bad because you was in it. I don't feel like it was bad. I never had any. Oh, well, there was that. There was that. Okay, I can see where you're going with this, but it's not. I don't know. Maybe it is, but you know how they say you love where you from. It's all good. Ain't no shade here. Look. Oh, you said no. Some parts are horrible. I locked my door. Flatbush, let's get it. Oh, this is not about to be a rep your set show. We not about to rep our sets on here. That's what we're not gonna do. We're gonna bring it back in. Bring it back in. Okay. I don't think Brooklyn was bad. I honestly, well, I did have a couple issues in Brooklyn, but I think the worst situation, I think it probably happened in Manhattan with all the homeless people. But Brooklyn, I think, was pretty cool. But I guess it is. No, no, I'm thinking about it. Remember, Michelle, they had like blocks. I guess it is bad. Remember, like if you walk up, it's like the crip block. You can't walk on these. And this is like the blah blah. I wish I could tell you this story that Michelle did. Can I tell y'all a story that Michelle put me through? Can I tell y'all? I don't even know if it's appropriate. Let me think. Hold on. I think I can tell this story. What you think? You think I can tell a story, Michelle? You ready, Michelle? Story time. First, I'm going to answer some notary questions, and then we're going to do story time. Okay. How do you politely say no to a sign? Just say you're unavailable and you won't be penalized for that. Just say you're unavailable. What platform do you recommend to start with when you begin using Ron? Notarize. Notary Cam, Safe Docs. Okay, so let me tell this story. It's probably should have been an Empire Builder story, but at this point, we've already started. You can't cut it off now. Y'all want to hear this story? Y'all good with that? I promise it'll be like 2 minutes. Okay. All right. So we grew up in Brooklyn, on and off. We moved back and forth from Brooklyn to Virginia. My mom went. Well, we're born in Brooklyn. My mom moved us down to Virginia because she thought it would turn out better. Okay. And so we came down here, but we went back and forth because my dad was in New York, right? All right, cool. And we used to walk to school, right? So we were in middle school and we used to walk to school. And for some reason, my sister, Michelle, who's on this live, she had a thing for bandanas. Don't know why. I think she intentionally wanted to start problems. I really don't know. But she liked bandanas, different colored ones, all the time. But now I'm thinking about it, you did also have you should put different colors in your hair. So you just like colors. Maybe she did genuinely just like colors. Okay. And so we used to walk to school and she used to wear bandanas. And as the other kind lady once said, we were in Brooklyn. She wore bandanas that matched her clothes. So some days be purple, pink, blue, red, white, yellow, whatever, right? And so we'd walk to school and I would tell her, hey, I don't think you should wear those while we're walking. Just wear it when you get in school, you know? She said, I don't care about these people. And she did what she wanted to do. And so one day we're walking home and this girl walks up to us and Michelle's wearing a blue bandana. And I'm like, walking home, just skipping and like, hey. And so the girl comes up with all her anger and fruition, and she like, basically like, what you trying to do? What you repping? And I'm like, bruh. Oh my God, I never forgot that. I forgot how it ended. They didn't fight, but it was just like, what happened? You just told her she explained it like, and I was like, Michelle. And so I remember after this situation, right? I went home and told my dad, I am not walking to school with her anymore. Like, she's better walk on the other side of the street. I'm going to walk on this side because I refuse to be collateral damage. And didn't Dad make you stop wearing them? I feel like he told you couldn't wear them anymore. Oh, I apologize. Okay. What do you do for health insurance? That's one thing that helps with my job. So I would definitely find out how much it would cost to buy private. I buy private and it's fine. You just got to budget for it. Notarize is not applicable in New Jersey. So is there one in the training? Yes, there are sign service listed in the training, which you can go through. Let me see. This kind of went from really classy to Brooklyn. And it's not y'all fault. It was at home mom boss who called it out. We never lost our Brooklyn side in us. Y'all funny. You know what else I noticed randomly? Y'all don't know what else I noticed? This side note. I know it's a squirrel. Only when you say you're from New York do people ask you what part. Yeah, notice that? When I go somewhere, I'm from Virginia, people don't ask. Alabama, Texas, Colorado, North Dakota. But when people say, I'm from New York, they be like, what part? I'm like, Brooklyn. What part? Flatbush. Oh, okay. Or they be like, what street on Flatbush? Really? Like, it's like when you say you're from New York, it's a quiz. We got to test your real blood. Like, are you really from New York? And I think they do it because people be saying they from New York, like they try to rep it or something. But it makes it bad for people who are actually from New York because it's like, why do I have a quiz? At half time, I don't even want to say it because you're going to quiz me. And if I don't pass the quiz, now like I'm a fraud. Right? It's just like, you don't win either way. Now I'm like a fraud. So now I got to go through your quiz. Yes. 17th in Dorchester. Yes. I went to Ditmas. Yes, I did. And then I got to go through. Yes, I walked to school. Yes. I caught the Q train and got me connected to the 2. That's how I got off on Clarendon. Like, you got to give the whole situation. Otherwise, I look at you like, what part? Is that just me? If y'all not from New York and you do that, why do y'all do that? Why do you do that? It's like, so I'm from New York. You ain't from New York. What part? Okay. All right, y'all. That's it. I was been on here for 30 minutes. I honestly could not tell you how long I've been on this call. The accent is gone. She tired. She can't even fake the funk no more. She's out of here. Um, y'all know I like to have fun. I like to have fun. I like to educate. And I just want to like encourage you guys. And I try to show you guys like me. I think people in this industry gets all like uptight and it's like it's not that hard. It's not. And if I can do it, anybody can do it. And so I try to be just as genuine. And really, I think in the beginning when I started notary to notary, I was real like, hello guys. Go back and watch my videos. Hello everyone. My name is Vanessa Terry, and I'm notary to notary. And right? And that's just not me. Like it was who I was, because I feel like I had to, but this is me. Hey. And I just feel like being transparent. I think a lot, and that's what I think a lot of people always say is like, I love your how genuine you are. And, like you're a real person. Like when my kids come running, screaming in the room, and it's like, oh, she has kids. She's a real person. She's not a robot. No, I'm not. I'm not a robot. Hello. How are you? I'm a real person. It's because people have a certain image of New Yorkers, and if you don't fit the image, they quiz you. Oh, that's what it is. What we look like. What's the best advice for a newbie? Ignore the naysayers and go hard. Hands down. When you first get in this industry, you like a new baby. You could be really optimistic and like you're ready to rock and roll. But then you meet up with some old squirrels and they've been in the game for a minute. They ain't making no money. And so they start, raining on your parade. Because they think, well, I ain't make no money. She can't make no money. Nah, she got a better work ethic than you do. You working 2 hours a week. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't calling nobody. You don't take no jobs. Nah. I gave a list of 50 companies in the training. You signed up for 2. Difference. Okay. Ignore the naysayers. Ignore the people who gonna tell you can't do it. Because they're everywhere. And the reality is majority of people don't do it. Not that they can't. I've heard 2 successful people say this on one of their trainings. They were like, people ask me why I give away so much information for free. And they all said because the majority of people won't take it and do anything with it. He said, this guy this morning, he was like, I can sit here and give y'all all the game. But probably only like 2% of y'all going to do something with it. The rest of y'all, you let it hype you up. Sound good. Oh, I'm so motivated. I'm going to do it. And then you get hungry and you eat something and you forget. And then your kids start crying or your husband call you. And then you got to go to work tomorrow. And, you got other things to worry about. And you just don't do it. Or you think about doing it and you get lazy. And you say, I don't want to do it. I don't know why it doesn't happen. I don't know. But it's the truth. Like, how many times I come on here and I tell you what to do? Really? For real. And how many of you guys can honestly say you've been listening to me for at least like 4 months and you're in my training? Can you honestly say you've done everything that I said to do and you're not successful? Well, there you go. The proof is in the pudding. It is what it is, It's just it's the phenomenon of people. I was listening to Dan Pena and he was saying how it was some percentage of people who just don't do. Like the majority of people waste time, they don't commit, they're mediocre by nature. Like it's not by nature, it's by environment, by influence. And then you have that small percentage. That's why most major sales companies have like 2 or 3% of all their salespeople are kill it, no problem. The rest of them don't make nothing. It's because it's not for everybody. Like it can be. It's just your work ethic. It's you don't want it enough. Like you might want it, like it sound good. And fear, that ain't a thing. Yeah, if you really want it, you wouldn't be scared. You know why? You ready? You ready? Okay. 2 buildings. You own one building. On the other building is 2 skyscrapers. There's a ladder that goes across from one building to the other. If I say I'm going to give you $20 to go from one building to the next across that ladder, are you going? No, you're not going because it's not worth your life. $20 worth your life, right? That's similar to you and your loan signings. You ain't really pushing it because it's not, it is what it is, whatever. Like, I'm gonna do it, but I'm scared. So I'm not going across that ladder because I'm scared I'm gonna fall and die. Right? It's not worth $20. I'm not gonna fall and die for $20, right? Okay, same building, ladder going across, building's on fire, your kids are on that side. You need to get across to save your kids. Now you going? You need $20? No. Now you're running across the ladder. Why? You're still scared. The fear is still there. You still might fall to your death. But guess what? Your motivation is different. Your reason for going is different. So being afraid is not a thing. Because if you really wanted it, you'd be scared and do it anyway. Period. Like off top. Like how many of y'all did stuff scared, but you did it because of like a life and death situation? It didn't matter. Like, you did it because like you had to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not that you're afraid, it's that you have the fear, but it's not, your motivation is not big enough to make you do it scared. You don't want it bad enough. You don't have the motivation bad enough. I guarantee you right now, 2 examples. Okay. I guarantee you right now, if you scared, right? All y'all that scared. If I say I'm gonna give you $1 million to just go do a loan signing, it don't even matter if you do a good job. Just go do it. You'll do it, wouldn't you? Because you can get $1 million. And so the fear of messing up is irrelevant because you're gonna get some money. So it's not fear. It's not the fear of. It's like your motivation is not high enough. Like, you need something to motivate you to do it scared. Like, there's plenty of things that I can do that I do that is intimidating. Do it anyway. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do it scared. So it's not the fear is coming from failure. What do you mean? Like, you're afraid of failure? So what? Do it anyway, afraid of failure. Like, I have like at least 2 projects I'm working on right now that if it fails, whew, but guess what? I'm gonna do it anyway. Because if it doesn't fail and I win, honey, that victory is way sweeter than that temporary failure. So for me, it's like I'm gonna shoot my shot. And y'all's gotta get to that point where you just gotta shoot your shot. Like, you gotta shoot your shot. It's not even like y'all having life and death situations. That's probably why they say people that's like come from low income, like poverty, from the hood, yada yada, they are more tough skinned, and they'll go out and do some, But then it's like, if you like, I'm not afraid to fail. Like, I'm gonna shoot my shot. I'm gonna shoot my shot. Now there are some things that's intimidating to me, like public speaking, but like when the NNA called me to speak at their conference, the one they had in Florida, I was terrified. Listen, and it was like, there'll be thousands of people there. You gonna speak at this conference and present? I was terrified. Absolutely. But you better bet I told Miss Susie, yes, ma'am, sign me up, Scotty. Why? Because it's like, I'm gonna do it scared. Like, I can be scared and not do it and go back and get what I've been getting. I don't want this. I want that. And so it's like, and then I don't want to have regrets because that'll eat away at you. It will. It'll eat away at you. It will. And so I don't want to have regrets. I'd rather go out there and bomb and say I did it. I can live with that than to say, nah, I ain't going to take that conference because I ain't never talked in front of 5,000 people before. I might mess up. I'm going to go back to what I've been doing. Like that, you can't lay that down. Then you always wondering, what if? What if? What if? So why are you letting fear stop you? Jesus telling something, you scared. Like, you scared. You should be scared to not do it. You should be scared to continue living the life the way you living, especially if it's not good. It's like, no, like if you just do it scared. And you know what most people say? Honestly, if you're in the student group, you probably see in the back of messages all the time. People always email me and DM me and say, I don't even know what I was scared of. I have somebody that just messaged me on Instagram, and she was like, I did my first closing. I don't even know why I was so scared. She just messaged me this morning. And everybody does that. Everybody says that. I don't even know I was so scared. It's not even that bad. I don't even know I was so scared. But you're letting that fear cripple you. You're letting that fear stop you from getting that time of financial freedom. Like, you're letting it stop you, and then you're going to keep living your regular. Guess what? Monday's coming around, honey. What you doing on Monday? What you doing on Monday? What you like to do or what you have to do because you're too scared to try something else? Figure that out. That you should be scared of that. I'll be scared of that. I'm scared to get another job. I don't want no job. No, sir. I do not want a job. I don't want nobody's HR department. I don't want nobody telling me I can't get clock out. I don't want nobody telling me I can't go on vacation. I don't want nobody telling me I can't move. I don't want nobody telling me you late. Listen, I don't want nobody telling me nothing. No, no, sir, and no, ma'am. But some of y'all willingly get up every Monday and go to the job you don't like or the job that you might like, but it don't pay you enough. And you willingly just subject yourself. That's scary. That's scary. I don't want that. I don't want to be a walking zombie. Some of y'all walking around a walking zombie. You the walking dead. You just the walking dead. Like you don't have no kind of life about you. You have no kind of life about you because you're doing things you don't like. So you're just miserable. Lord, here they come. Maybe. You have no kind of life about you because you walk around just as miserable. Just as miserable. You know? Not me. I enjoy what I do. I do. I really do. And I enjoy helping people, but I enjoy what I do. You know, and I think that we all think that and it's true. We all think everybody's, frustrated with their job. Everybody's working jobs they don't like. Everybody's doing it. Is. Everybody is doing it. Except those who are not. The vast majority is doing it. But everyone's not. And I heard a quote a long time ago that I'm going to leave y'all with. If it's something that everybody's doing, it's usually wrong. It's usually wrong. It's usually the harder way. It's usually a way that's not the best. Random information that you might not have known, but I was telling somebody this morning and they didn't know. So I'm going to tell you, if you guys are in college or you have a kid that's in college, when they get their award letter, they can dispute that with their college and ask for more money. Just write a letter letting them know why they need more money. Most colleges, if not all colleges, will do that, but it's on a first come, first serve basis. So don't wait. Don't delay. As soon as you get that award letter, I don't care if it is enough money. Ask them for more money. So you're not taking out loans. Okay? Cool? Got it? Good. Now, I hope you guys are successful today. I hope that you guys are using your weekend wisely. I hope that I didn't even really, what do we talk about? A lot of stuff. This is a long live. I'm going to give away one of these on the next call, the next live that I do. So be ready. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Okay. I have a question. I'm going to do a giveaway really quick. You ready? I'm going to say something and I want you to tell me who said it. Okay. I don't know why. It's just in my head. Actually, I want a new song. But this song is in my head. And it's like, I can't even make it match up with what I was talking about. Let me think about I think of another song. I was like, oh, who sang this? And now it's just stuck in my head. It's okay. I'm gonna do another one. Don't worry. When I come back on my live, I'm gonna have a song that makes sense because this song didn't really go with what I was talking about. It's just stuck in my head. So I'm gonna leave it alone. Anyway, I wish you guys the best. Make your listing at Notary Director USA, and then you can make $100,000 or more as a notary signing agent. One-on-one coaching is still on sale for $99 a month. Cancel whenever you want, and you can text me at 804-373-8883. And until next time. Okay, this is what it was. You ready? My son is motivating me. He noticed that I was listening to you earlier today and handed me a pen and said that I wasn't taking notes. And I told him that it wasn't a class, but it is. Your son know what it is. Listen, always take notes if someone's talking to you who knows more in the industry that you're looking to get into. Always. I'm taking notes all the time. From people who are smarter than me, who are doing more than I am, whenever they're talking, I have notes. I take notes on my phone, I take notes on the pen and pad. I'm always taking notes because I want to learn. So your son, he's got it. He's got the code. He got the keys. If he's 18, he need to be doing this. Listen, facts. What I was gonna say, I'm not gonna do a giveaway for this one. I'm gonna find a song that actually matches up. But I was gonna say, who sings "No New Friends, No New Friends, No New Friends, No New"? But I was like, that doesn't really match up because you want to get new friends because you need to change your circle so that way you can have people that's around you that's uplifting and motivational. So you need friends. You need new friends. So that didn't really work out the way I wanted to, but it's stuck in my head. And I think I haven't even heard that song. That's the crazy part. Oh, he's 10. Aw. You better make him start a business, ma'am. Okay. Don't forget to tell us the book you read for testing. If you're in the training, you don't need to buy the book. But if you're not in the training and you want to get the book, I posted it on social media. I forgot. It's on social media though. Yeah. All right. I'm tired now, y'all. I feel like I done poured out. Whew. I need a smoothie to rejuvenate. Y'all when is the live for your directory? It's already live. Directory is live. The app is still going through the, what do you call it? App store. The production part or whatever as they submit it, and then so that'll be live. I hope next week. I have to hold the mic. Don't do that. Y'all want to have a sing? No, I'm not gonna sing along. I am gonna sing along. I'm not gonna do it on this live though. When I turn this live off, I'm gonna put on some music and I'm gonna have a karaoke time with the little mic. Just so you know, I live my best life now. Okay, this is why you gotta have your own business because throughout the day I do just break out in dance and in song because I want to. Okay, it's my party and I cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. Anybody heard that time before? Okay. I'm missing the SEO section. I don't know what goes there. Send me an email. Let me get you together. Do it until you are satisfied. Yes. All right, guys. Be awesome on purpose. I am here to help you become successful as a notary signing agent. I hope you guys have an awesome and amazing evening. And I think that's it. See y'all mañana for the notary signing agent training at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You have to be enrolled in this notary signing agent bundle to get that link, okay? All right, guys. I'll see you later. Be great on purpose. Bye. Well, not bye. Happy signing. Doo-doo.